Christine Brown recently opened up about whether she'll be tuning in to watch her ex-husband Kody Brown compete on Special Forces, World's Toughest Test, and her answer was as witty as it was revealing. Speaking on the Sarah Fraser Show on August 2nd, Christine leaned into her signature blend of humor and candor. "I'm not gonna watch. That would be. Maybe I will." Despite her initial hesitation, she admitted the combination of her curiosity and David's love of a good show might just draw them to check it out. She laughed that her husband David Woolley likely will be like, "We've got to see how he's gonna do, that's crazy," and joked, "We'll just see if his skills are as good as his ego." So that's one ex-wife who may or may not find herself glued to the screen. What about others? Gia Giudice, who's competing alongside her mother Teresa on Special Forces, hinted that tension with Kody could shape how some castmates and viewers perceive his appearance. On her Casual Chaos podcast, Gia said, "I can't even name one person that I really did not get along with on this cast, only to quickly add, there were definitely some people that would get under your skin a little bit," clearly suggesting she won't be cheering him on. Her subtle jab signals the undercurrent of friction that may play out on screen and off. Meanwhile, what about Mary or Janelle, two of his other ex-wives? There's no confirmed statement from either on whether they'll watch the show. Given their long history and, in some cases, strained relationships with Kody, it's possible they'll opt out. But without direct quotes or confirmation, we can't say for sure. What we do know is that Kody's appearance on Special Forces has already stirred the pot. After months of social media silence, he broke his Instagram hiatus on August 6th with a revealing teaser post calling the project the most exciting experience of an age, cheekily asking viewers to tune in to see me and my peer suffer. "Wanna see me cry?" "No," like full-on sobbing. That message reignited discussion over whether this move signals the end of Sister Wives, particularly since season 20 of the TLC show has already been filmed, and Kody's leap to a Fox program seems to mark a pivotal shift in his reality TV journey. The nature of the show itself adds another layer. Special Forces drops celebrities into brutal, military-style challenges. No glamour, no elimination votes. Contestants leave only if they give up or are medically withdrawn. This format offers little room for excuses and no easy exits, qualities that fans argue might expose Kody's lack of accountability in a way Sister Wives never could. Even before the show airs, viewers are reacting strongly. Fans who accuse Kody of past failings, especially neglecting his children or shirking responsibility, are vocal on social media, calling this stint a thinly veiled attempt at reinvention or redemption. One entertainment outlet wondered whether the series might hold him accountable in ways Sister Wives never did, implying that no more excuses will be tolerated under the watchful eye of Special Forces instructors. What remains to be seen is whether any of his ex-wives, especially Christine, with her amused ambivalence, will stay up to watch. Gia's passive-aggressive hint signals at least one star who won't be rooting for him. Others remain silent. Christine Brown has been the most outspoken among Kody's ex-wives when asked about whether she'll be watching his reality TV pivot. Speaking in her lighthearted and humorous style, she admitted that she has mixed feelings about sitting down to watch him endure the brutal environment of Special Forces, World's Toughest Test. Initially, she flatly declared she wasn't planning on watching, saying, "I'm not gonna watch." But then, with a laugh, she walked her answer back, adding, "That would be, maybe I will." She explained that her husband, David Woolley, is very curious about the show's intensity and has a good sense of humor about it, so she suspects he'll insist they watch at least part of it together. Christine even joked that David will probably be saying, "We've got to see how he's gonna do, that's crazy." It's a moment of levity that perfectly captures the complicated but not hostile dynamic Christine now has when it comes to her former husband's television career. Christine's remarks highlight an important truth. She has moved on with her life, found happiness in her marriage to David, and isn't especially invested in what Kody does next. Still, she can acknowledge the curiosity factor and the entertainment value in watching him be pushed to his limits. Her words also suggest that her support is lighthearted rather than serious. She's not rooting for Kody to fail, but she's also not tuning in because of affection. For her, this is entertainment, not loyalty. Janelle Brown, another ex-wife, has not publicly commented on whether she will watch Special Forces. Over the years, Janelle has shown that she tries to keep a balanced perspective on Kody, even after their split. She often focuses on her independence, her career, and her children rather than commenting on Kody's choices. Given her temperament, Janelle may not feel the need to follow this new chapter of his reality TV career. However, she has a pragmatic streak, and she may be curious enough to peek in just to see how he handles the grueling challenges. Without her direct statement, it remains speculation, but many fans suspect she would not dedicate her time to following the show unless there's a particularly big reason. Meri Brown, who is Kody's first wife, also hasn't spoken about the show. Her relationship with Kody has been rocky for years, filled with distance and emotional disconnect, long before their eventual separation. Meri has been busy with her own projects, including running her bed and breakfast and participating in other business ventures. She has made it clear that she is focused on her own path forward. That makes it difficult to imagine her eagerly watching him on television. On the other hand, Meri is still connected to the Sister Wives franchise and has occasionally addressed fan curiosity. She could surprise people by checking out the show out of interest in how it will affect Kody's image, but there is no confirmation. Robyn Brown, Kody's only remaining wife, has also stayed quiet on the subject. Robyn has historically defended Kody more often than the others, and she remains in a partnership with him after the other wives left. Because of that, she is the one most likely to watch and support him publicly. Viewers who follow the Browns closely often expect Robyn to be his most consistent cheerleader. While she hasn't posted anything about Special Forces, many assume she will be tuning in and encouraging her children to watch as well. This would align with her long-standing position of standing by Kody even during the most difficult public controversies. Beyond the wives, other cast members of Special Forces have given subtle clues about their opinions of Kody. Gia Giudice, who appears alongside her mother Teresa on the new season, mentioned that while she got along with almost everyone, there were a few people who could get under your skin. She didn't name Kody directly, but the implication was clear enough for fans to speculate. If Gia found Kody difficult, it suggests the dynamic in the house may have been tense at times, which only adds to the curiosity about how his fellow contestants will interact with him. For Kody himself, this show marks a new chapter. After years of leading Sister Wives and becoming one of reality TV's most polarizing figures, he has chosen to test himself in one of the harshest formats possible. Special Forces is not about glamour or strategy. It's about endurance, strength, and vulnerability. There are no vote-offs or scripted family discussions, only raw physical and emotional challenges. Contestants leave only if they quit or are medically unable to continue. For Kody, this means there is no opportunity to shift blame, avoid accountability, or hide behind editing choices. The format demands authenticity in a way that fans argue Sister Wives often did not. When Kody announced his participation on Instagram in early August, it was the first time he had posted in months. He wrote about how grueling the process was and encouraged viewers to watch to see him suffer and even sob. His choice of words drew mixed reactions. Some fans felt it was refreshing to see him admit vulnerability. Others accused him of trying to stage a redemption arc after years of criticism for the way he treated his family. His post quickly sparked discussions online about whether this appearance is meant to rebrand him as someone relatable and sympathetic, or whether it will only deepen the divide with viewers who already distrust him. Fan reaction to the news has been passionate. On social media, some viewers are eager to see him struggle, framing it as a kind of poetic justice after years of watching his sometimes arrogant behavior on Sister Wives. Others hope the show will provide an opportunity for him to show real growth, perhaps opening a new chapter in how the public perceives him. Still others are dismissive, saying they won't watch at all because they have no interest in supporting him. This range of responses demonstrates just how polarizing Kody remains, even outside of the TLC series that made him famous. The unanswered question is whether Special Forces will succeed in reframing his public image. Reality TV is filled with examples of controversial figures using new formats to reinvent themselves, but it also has plenty of cases where attempts at redemption only backfired. For Kody, the stakes are high. If he demonstrates resilience, teamwork, and humility, some viewers may soften toward him. If he appears combative, arrogant, or unwilling to cooperate, the show may reinforce the criticisms that have followed him for years. As for his ex-wives, their decisions to watch or ignore the program may send subtle messages to fans about where they stand. Christine's humorous hesitation, Janelle's silence, Mary's independence, and Robin's loyalty all reflect the unique journeys each woman has taken since their relationships with Kody ended or changed. Whether they tune in or not, their influence on how viewers perceive Kody remains strong. In the end, Special Forces, World's Toughest Test, is not just another reality TV appearance for Kody Brown. It is a public trial of endurance and character, with millions of viewers, including his own family, deciding what to make of his effort. The curiosity about whether his wives will watch is really part of a larger question. Will anyone in his closest circle be cheering him on, or will he face this challenge alone, both on the screen and in the living rooms of his former partners?